And as you know, we have a lineup of programs to keep you locked in all morning. But before that, I would like to ask you, how was your week? Hope you had time to rest. Hope you had time to breathe. And hope you had time to reset. We kick off the morning show with Relationship 360 with Wendy. Right after that, we have the Discuss with Uncle Jimmy. Coming up next after that is Travel and Culture with Emmanuel Omuka. Last but not the least is the Portal. And we always sign off with a bang, We give you an awesome playlist from 11:30 a.m. to 12 noon. So really tell me, why won't you be locked in all morning? Well, this is me officially welcoming you to Relationship 360 with Wendy, where we have those deep, tough conversations that are not sugar-coated at all. With me, I have here the famous, well, some people call him Pastor, but I call him the famous Barrister Olumide. And today we would be talking about the fallacies of marriage, those misconceptions, illusions that some of us carry into marriage. We would be dissecting that topic today. Barrister Olumide, how are you doing? And how was your week?
Good morning, Wendy.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Awesome to see you. Good morning, everyone. Just moving. Okay, I'm just adjusting my
adjust
seat.
your mic as well.
My mic is fantastic. Emmanuel, awesome to see you.
Awesome to see you.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter now.
Yes.
Happy Easter.
Happy Resurrection Saturday.
Yes.
I think Easter is
It's
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah, it's actually tomorrow. So yeah, Resurrection Saturday. Lagos, good morning. How you doing today? It's awesome to have every one of you back listening on the radio. The Saturday morning show is always here for you to keep you very, very engaged on your Saturdays and make sure that you are having a very relaxed weekend. We kick off this morning with Relationship 360. Already Wendy Wonderful has told you exactly what we're going to be discussing as regards the fallacies of marriage, which has been a topic here. It has been a front burner topic because of all of the revelations that we have on the programs. People talking, people speaking about themselves, being vulnerable here on the show is what we do. And of course, Barrister Olumide is always here to pilot the conversation. Barrister, good morning. How you doing? And how you prepared for us this morning?
I'm fine. I will just dive straight into the discussion. I want to thank everyone for tuning in and listening to us again on Relationship 360. We really appreciate and never take you for granted. Now, the month of April for me has been a month dedicated to the memory of those who we lost through their spouses and lovers and paid the ultimate price for domestic violence and abuse by remaining in an abusive marriage or relationship. On the 8th of April, how I came to choose the month of April for this is the 8th of April 2022, we lost a mother of 4, wife to 1, a powerful gospel singer and devoted Christian. She left an abusive marriage for 1 year, 3 months, but found her way back to him after he came to beg. Her mother refused, but she told her mother that what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. That will be a decision she paid for with her life, as she eventually lost it to the hands of her abusive husband. Her death shook the whole Christian world in Nigeria, and the idea and teaching by religious leaders and parents given to religious doctrines by their leaders encouraging them to send their children back into abuse, Osinachi paid a terrible price. And now we wonder. She was born on the 12th of November 1979 in Owerri and died on the 8th of April 2022. She was 42 and would have been 43 on the 12th of November that year. Today we remember her, and by extension, all those who paid the price through the men and women that they chose to love and eventually die for. In 2016, Shija reported that Nigeria loses an average of 300 to 350 women annually to domestic violence and abuse. And I can tell you categorically that last year, 2024, Nigeria lost over 400 of its citizens to acts of domestic violence. May their souls find some rest in eternity. We remember them today and dedicate the month of April to their memory. We would observe their memory once again in silence for a minute, hoping that those of you in abusive marriages and relationships will take this minute to remember and consider your stripes and future. It never ends well. You would ultimately lose. For a living dog is better than a dead lion. To our children, brothers and sisters we have lost, this is for you.
Having a very relaxed weekend.
May her soul and the souls of those we have lost continue to rest in peace. Today, I want us to examine critically the whys, that is, why. The whys of this situation called violent and abusive marriages, and how do people get into it? What did they believe would happen with this choice, this person they have chosen? Why did they make that choice? Today, let's examine what I would term fallacies of marriage. These are the reasons why some people got into their marriage in the first place and the thinking that made them remain. Now, the word fallacy comes from the Latin word fallax, which means deceptive or misleading. The word fallacy, according to the Collins Dictionary, means an idea which many people believe to be true, which is in fact false because it is based on incorrect information or reasoning. Merriam-Webster defines fallacy as a reasoning that comes to a conclusion without evidence to support it. Now, the word fallacious describes an intentional deception or false conclusion coming from bad science or incomplete understanding. So fallacies of marriage points to or means intentional deceptions, wrong reasonings about marriage. Now, the first fallacy of marriage, I would tell you, is you must get married. The first fallacy, the first misconception, the first conclusion based on no evidence is that you must get married. Marriage is simply an agreement between two people to become husband and wife through a legal process recognized by the state or by law. However, it is not a commandment, either by law, by religion, by culture, or tradition. There is nowhere in this world that marriage is compulsory. There is no religion or tradition that compels a man or woman to marry. It simply does not exist. Why? Because it is a choice. In fact, in some religions like Christianity, if you look at 1 Corinthians 7:7, Apostle Paul said he wished everybody will be single. In the same Bible, people like Elijah, Elisha, Jeremiah, Daniel, John the Baptist, Jesus, Anna the prophetess, Lydia, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego did not marry. But our parents start with this unholy comparison. Your younger sister is married and has children. What are you waiting for? You are 25